everyone. We are live. What's going on, everyone? Thank you all so much for hanging out. Everybody that's tuning in at this time, I really do appreciate it. Anybody that's watching this on the replay, thank you so much for taking time out of your day. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Not a pretty win, but hey, like I always say, whether it's by 1 or it's by 100, I'll take the win. Right? We're 2-2. We're 2-2 on the season, 2-0 at home. Got to protect home court. Right? Obviously, I'm sure many people are going to look at this and go, oh, Lakers barely squeaked out a win against the Orlando Magic. Orlando's undefeated for 1. 2, Lakers are coming off of a back-to-back in overtime, playing a young team that has fresh legs. If anybody thought that this was going to be a major blowout, I don't know what to say. I don't know what you expected. This game went, not ideal, but it went well enough. And I really liked that we were able to close this out towards the end, right? We need that. We need to be able to fight through these tough games and secure the win. Austin Reeves continues to struggle mightily. It sucks because I really want him to be good, but I don't know how you can keep starting him at this point. I really do think you need to bring him off the bench. But then there is the argument of, like, if you bring him off the bench, does that kill all his confidence? Right? But, like, we need to get going here. So it's kind of like, in many ways, this kind of catch-22 almost. But I think for right now, until Jared Vanderbilt comes back, I think you take out Reeves, put Prince at the 2, go bring in Christian Wood, right? That's what I would do personally. Basically swap Wood with Reeves. I don't really like the idea of LeBron playing the 3, but you take it for what it is. Regardless, this was, I like the win. I like the win. Guys started to pick it up. I hope Austin Reeves turns it around a little bit. D'Lo, let's start there. D'Lo, 10 of 14 from the field, 71% in total. 3 of 6 from 3. That's the D'Lo we know and love. 28 points, and he still had 8 assists. I've talked about it all offseason. D'Lo is a guy that could go get us 20 to 30 on any given night and still give us 8 assists. For a lot of people that say, why does Darvin Ham play D'Lo so much? Why does Darvin Ham start D'Lo? We need to move D'Lo. Why are we taking Reeves out wide? Because games like this, I'm not saying he's going to give us 28 every single night. That's a lot to expect of anybody. That's not LeBron James or Anthony Davis and our third option. But I need a little more consistency from D'Lo. He struggled a bit up until this game, but I'm hoping this is the game that sparks the sort of stability with him, right? This is the game that I'm hoping he starts to kind of get in rhythm. He got a shot going. He got in rhythm. And like I even talked about it in the the video I made before the game, where I said, like, hopefully this is the game where D'Lo and Reeves kind of get back in the flow of things. Fortunately, Reeves didn't. D'Lo was great. I love it. We need him. We got the Clippers coming up next. We're going to need D'Lo to put the ball on the hoop. We are. Hopefully, Rui's back for that game. Jared Vanderbilt is very likely still going to be out for that game. They're not reevaluating him for 2 weeks, and that was announced a couple days ago. So we need Rui. We need him for his size, and we got to lock down, right? But other key guys, again, Christian Wood was fantastic, 50% from the field, 3 of 6. He had 9 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks. Christian Wood was fantastic, but more than just the box score, Christian Wood was great. Christian Wood was a lot of energy for us. He was getting after it. He was chasing down rebounds. He was securing boards. Like, he did a lot for us. So he deserves a world of credit. It was nice to see Gabe Vincent starting to hit shots, 4 of 7 from the field. He was only 1 of 3 from 3, but it was his first made 3 of the season. So I'll take it. Hopefully this is the game that kind of gets guys in a rhythm, right? Hopefully this is the game where, we see a better offensive output from Gabe Vincent, him start knocking down shots. Same thing with D'Lo. Prince, I need to see a little more consistency from Prince, right? I love that he scored 18 points and then gave us 20 points the other night, but we need more than just one night I'm giving you, 20. The next night I'm giving you 4, right? I'd like a little, instead of him giving us 20, I'd rather him give us, 9 to 10 a game, like clockwork. So we need a little more consistency from him. But I just think we still are lacking energy. We need to come at it better with energy. We need to come and secure the rebounds better, right? We got to do a better job doing that. Got to still hit shots. Basically, we got to play basketball. It's that simple. I just, it's frustrating to see, right? We need guys to step up. We need guys to play the game that they know how to play. When I was doing the watch along stream, some people were talking about, energy, Darvin Ham's fault for not getting the team prepared. These are professional athletes. Every night, the other team is showing up and bringing energy, intensity, rebounding, everything. And the Lakers aren't. Had a good first quarter, terrible second. Like, we got to be consistent throughout the course of this season, right? Right? We can't have like these little doses to where then we fall behind. We're playing catch up. We get into the fourth quarter and now it's got to take heroics from D'Lo or LeBron or AD or whomever, right? Like, if we're consistent throughout the course of the game, then we won't have to grind and scratch and claw and cry and do all this stuff to try to go get a W, right? Play the game from the beginning. Lakers need to play a full 48 minutes, not these like little 10-minute bursts. If we do that, we're going to win a lot more games than we would lose otherwise. So I need to see the Lakers buy in. I need to see the Lakers do their job. But I really love what I saw from D'Lo tonight. Hopefully, this is a step in the right direction. Hopefully, this is the beginning of like, here you go. Now I'm going to get back to that, 17-point a game guy, right? I don't need him to give us 28 a game. I mean, obviously that'd be great. If he can, I'm all for it. But I just need him to kind of just balance out. We got to sew it up. We got to clean it up. But still a long season ahead. We're heading in the right direction. We just got to keep tacking away. Keep doing what we're doing. But diving into the chat. Again, I appreciate all of you very much for hanging out with me. Hit that like button if you have not yet. I would greatly appreciate it. I know max minutes are crazy. I don't think that's big of a deal. I don't think max accuracy changes that much. Way too close. I mean, a win is a win, and Orlando played great. But, man, can we please go up by 10-point win soon? I would like that too. Hopefully we're getting there soon. We really are going 80-2. I'm with it. This was without Rui and Vando Ham. You get what is going on? Sorry, am I saying? This is without Rui and Vando Ham. You give a chance for people. Please give Max a chance to. Like I said, I think a lot of Max not playing is because we don't have Jared Vanderbilt. I love it. D'Lo has a bounce back game, and Reeves becomes unplayable. It is. It's rough. Hopefully, Reeves bounce out of it soon. We need it. We need it badly. It's encouraging to see Gabe to get some shots to fall. It was discouraging to see all the offensive boards given up, which is why we didn't blow this open. Agreed. Hopefully, like I said, Gabe, D'Lo, this is the beginning of them kind of getting things together. Wood was huge. He should have played more last night. I mean, yeah, you can definitely make that argument. Needs way more minutes. The added size and versatility excels. That's what I'm saying. I think you take AR out until Vando comes back. Take AR out, put in Christian Wood, and let that kind of play out and see how that goes. Goated. Reeves will be okay. I think Reeves will be okay. He'll be all right. AR is not responsible for all the offensive boards giving up. Facts. Agreed. That late lineup should start. Yes, you said it. Yeah, I do. I like it. An ugly win is better than a loss. Facts. Honestly, if anyone has earned a longer leash, better late than never. Prince does not block out. Yeah, guys got to do a better job boxing out. LeBron at the 3 lineup has been crushing. Yeah, I just worry about the defensive side is the problem. But he has been getting after it defensively. But it's also been in doses, right? What does that look like for the entirety of a game is my concern. We better not trade D'Lo. Doesn't matter if it's a blowout or an ugly win. A win is a win. Exactly. I care less. Get a win. This team really has to work some kinks out, but we got the Flippers next game. You know how that always turns out, but we'll see. I trust the Lakers to win that game. Lakers will beat it. They're undefeated in crypto, so we in crypto. So I'll take that trend. The Lakers, but they do have a lot to work out. I agree with you, Big Dog. The Lakers with LeBron at the 3 is our best bet right now. Yeah, definitely. If Vando is out for a while, are we in trouble? I wouldn't say in trouble, but he does help a lot. It would be nice to have him, but like he doesn't help with the offense and guys boxing out. But defensively, he makes us a lot better. 2-2. It took us 12 games to get our second win the last season. So imagine what they can do to stay healthy with this roster. Exactly. I love it. I love the way to look at it. Darvin. Oh, wow. Hey, on timeout. Pause. Did Tom just give Darvin a compliment? I don't think I've ever seen the day. I think this is the first time I've ever seen Tom give Darvin Ham a compliment. Maybe you're taking steps in the right direction. I love it. Let Reeves cook again. Some bench dudes. Yeah, I do. I like the idea of bringing him off the bench. Hey, LeBron tried to make us lose with the low end, even though he's clutch, if that makes sense. Yeah, some of those ill-advised threes were frustrating, but I'll take the win. I love the win, but this was a really bad win. I love the win too. Yeah, obviously we need to clean some stuff up. Hopefully we're ready to go get that W against the Clippers. We need an established win against something like that, right? We need go play the Clippers, get that win, start building confidence, and I think we'll be good. And if anyone deserves a longer leash, it's Austin. I just got to give him about 6 more games to see if he gets better, in my opinion. Yeah, like, and Darvin Ham has really like allowed him to kind of stretch that, which, like I said, I've stuck up for him about it. I do think last game he left him in a little too long. But again, it's a fine line. You know, how you got to find that line of like, okay, when is enough? When are we doing it? I mean, at least he's given us some production on the offense side. I mean, not great, but at least he gave us 11 points, you know. But we need more efficiency. Reeves will be like Malik Monk off the bench. Once he reheats, he will turn into a starter. Yeah. That was fun, Abe. When was the last time we actually had a comfortable win, guys? That's true. Wood was huge for us. Shout out to D'Lo. Yeah, facts. Automatic L for the next game. Damn Clippers. I wouldn't say that. No, we're gonna beat the Clippers. Yeah, exactly, Elmer. We giving it to the Clippers this time. He's the GOAT and all, but LeBron really does settle for threes at bad times. Look, I've said that too. I think LeBron James is the greatest player to ever play the game of basketball, but his shot selection at times really, it really frustrates me. It really does. No matter whether it's a win or a loss, the Lakers will get you near heart attacks regardless. Hopefully Rui's back next game. I hope so too. But yeah, you're spot on. It's the heart attacks for sure. Yo, what's going on, Daniel? Appreciate you. Hope Rui's okay. He's fine. It's just a little eye contusion. If we were in the playoffs, he'd be playing. Braun got to help AD on the boards. 3 is embarrassing. Agree. I know an AD almost had a 20 rebound game. Did he have a 20 rebound? I know it was close. He had 19. So yeah, got to do a better job on that end. For real, watch the Clippers shoot 23s. I hope not. Oh no, what's going on, Daniel? Appreciate you. One question. Why is Suggs taking the last shot and Harris not even in the game at the end? Matt just gave us some. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, I was so worried about that because that dude hadn't missed a shot all game, and you don't put him in that game. That's crazy. Crazy to me. I don't know how you do that, but hey, maybe it's because that's what they were expecting. I don't know. This is Robin Sky and thinks about Cam. I'd send Austin home for a week or two. just to get rest. He's played a lot of basketball. I don't necessarily. I just think he needs to get in a rhythm because the Lakers sat him through practices, even in LeBron's training camp. They sat him. They purposely didn't play him many minutes and many games in the preseason to give him some rest, right? Like, I just think he's in a funk. He was in this last season. He had a funk like that after his emergence. Darvin Ham let him play through it. This is one of those things where I feel like the only way out is through. You got to keep letting him play. You got to keep letting him, just get some minutes. But again, you got to find that line to where it's like, okay, like it's time to pull him out. He just doesn't have it tonight. But I fully believe as soon as Reeves has that game, right? Hopefully it's against the Clippers, right? As soon as Reeves has that game where he starts hitting shots and he's starting to do what we need him to do, as soon as that happens, I think that Reeves will be back to normal. I just think we got to get through that little hump first. 115 for Gabe, yeah. That's right. Thank you so much, Blucka. Yes, if you haven't liked this video, take a second, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Seriously, I greatly appreciate it, and it helps me out a ton. You guys are beautiful. LeBron, another 5 turnovers. Yeah, I mean, that's LeBron. It's better than like 8. Go to the small lineup. It's killing the offense. What small lineup? I truly believe we're going to have to put D'Lo or Reeves on the bench and acquire an elite 3-and-D wiener guard to start. We need better perimeter defense and consistent scoring. I think Jared Vanderbilt will help a lot with that. That's why I'm saying, like, I think go with Wood for now. When Vando comes back, put Vando in, and then I would go with D'Lo. I'd go with D'Lo, Prince, Vando, LeBron, and AD. That would be my 5, and just see how that looks. Personally, G-Man, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Seriously, I greatly appreciate that. You're awesome. Why is he still playing D'Lo and Vincent together? I mean, the same reason he did it with Schroeder, right? Because D'Lo's really good off the ball. He can hit the shots. He was having a great shooting game. And then you need Vincent for that point of attack defense. Also, we need Vincent even more now because we don't have Jared Vanderbilt. Like, literally, Vincent is our only point of attack player. Like, Cam Reddish can do it a little bit, but he's not experienced enough. We need Vincent for that. So he's running Vincent alongside D'Lo because D'Lo's been very good defensively. He's been helping. He's been great at just disrupting passing lanes, having active hands, being effective on that end of the basketball. So now he can kind of carry the load a little bit. Vincent is for that point of attack defense, basically defend the full length of the court and ideally hit shots. He's just not hitting shots right now. Once he starts hitting shots, I think that'll help the flow a lot better and things will be a lot smoother. But I think that, you got to get some looks at that. You gotta play some time with Vincent and D'Lo, just like he did with Schroeder. The problem is with Vincent is when he's not hitting shots, he can't get downhill like Schroeder can, where he can just generate fouls, get to the free throw line, or just apply rim pressure at least. So that's kind of the issue with Vincent over what we had last year with Schroeder. But it's simply for the defense. It's that point of attack. Because, again, literally, we don't have Vando. Vincent is our only point of attack guy and our best point of attack guy. So you got to play him. And then D'Lo just provides the shooting and just another playmaker. So it's kind of what it boils down to. But, again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that super chat. You're awesome. Where was I? Wood's length is so key. Got to keep him in the lineup until he proves everything we need. A good shot contest and solid D rebounds. Even though Suggs still got an offensive board in the end and almost out. Yeah, seriously. But no, he has. He's been great. Reddish plays scared. Yeah, he's not being aggressive. We need him to be more aggressive. What is going on? Why do they keep it? How long am going to keep Wood out of the starting lineup? It seems like all the best lineups involve him with Braun and AD. I mean, I'm hoping he makes that adjustment now until Vando gets back. Once Vando comes back, I think you got to start Vando. And I think you keep Prince in the game. Unless we play a bigger line. If we're playing, say, Minnesota, then I think you Go with Wood. Ruin, Vando get healthy. Yes. Lakers really need Vando's energy. Agreed. Look, when we have AD and C Wood rebounding, it makes the Lakers look more steady. I still want the Lakers to play big at the start. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't mind it. Consistency is everything. Agreed. That's the problem. D'Lo is the truth. AR is not Gordon Hayward. He's not right now. But like I said, I think he'll bounce. Question: how many first quarters are we going to lose before Ham adjusts? All of them. We won this first quarter. We won the first quarter. We were great in the first quarter, and then it was the second quarter that we just completely fell apart. Five. I like the closing lineup tonight. 5 Woods minutes, please. Yeah, fine Wood minutes, please. I'm assuming that's what you meant. Can't see us beating the Flippers unless we pick up our shooting. Yeah, I mean we definitely have to pick up shooting, but I do. I think they'll pick it up for that. Still sloppy on both ends. Shots not falling, and the rotation also not strong enough. D was solid in spots. It's just, again, it's the consistency. It's the energy, the hustle, the consistency. Like, we got to start finding that consistency throughout the course of the game, which should start next game. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind. I don't mind Prince performing 1 in 2 games. I just feel like the others need to step up. We can't rely on Prince alone to hit all the threes. That's true. Prince started because Vando's out. Yeah. Prince and Reeves should share minutes. Wood is looking very good. Wood is looking excellent. Excellent. I love what I'm seeing from him. AD looking better on his feet. AD looks great. AD looks healthy. He looks good. Like, I really love what we're seeing. Lakers need to cut Tyler before his curse gets out of control. Prince and Reeves would make a deep bench, and Christie starting might have him break out here. I don't like the idea, Chris. I'd rather go with Prince or Wood. Like, I like Christie. I don't mind if Darvin Ham gets him minutes. I just, he's 20 years old, right? His time will come. Lakers cannot play like this going against the Clippers. Our other guys has to step up. Agreed. Everyone was over-hating D'Lo. He didn't play any bad games. He's just not being aggressive. He's been solid on defense. Just needs to get his offense going. Amazing performance. Agreed. I'm with you. Max needs to play. What the hell is Ham doing? I mean, what does Max fix? What does Max solve? Like, why does he need to play? The only reason Reddish is playing over Max Christie right now is because we don't have Jared Vanderbilt. And at least Cam Reddish is a 6'8", 7'1", or has a 7'1" wingspan, that is athletic, can defend multiple positions, has done a really good job defensively. Like, I don't think Max needs to play. Could he play a couple minutes here and there? Sure. But Reeves hasn't been the same since Taylor went to that football game. He's heartbroken. That's what it is. Woody's more time for referral. Yeah. Greetings from Brazil. Shout outs to Brazil. D'Lo, AR-15, and Prince need to be more consistent. Agreed. D'Lo was great tonight, but yeah, consistency. Bro, we're lazy, especially LeBron and AD. Like, we're walking up to court, and their energy carries off to the team. Keep making lazy passes, but a win is a win. Yeah, we got to pick up that energy. Got to pick up that intensity, start to finish. Because Max can shoot open threes and play defense on quicker guards. Didn't Max have a rough preseason? Just saying. Like, Cam Reddish isn't in there for offensive purposes. Cam Reddish is in there solely for his defense, his size, his ability to defend quicker guards, but also defend forwards if need be. Can Max hit the occasional open three? Sure. But, I don't think he solves the issues that the Lakers have. But like I said, I do think he gets more playing time once Vando comes back. It's really Prince and D'Lo will be our secret weapon. Yeah, I didn't know D'Lo had a dunk in him. D'Lo, yam, yamming. Air looks like a lost rookie. Yeah, he's rough right now. Forget Vando's defense. He establishes hustle for the other guys. Yeah, sets the tone. Tone said it. Man, I miss Vando a lot. He helps massively defensively and on rebounds as well. Agreed. and effort and hustle. Shout out to D'Lo. Keep it up. Yeah, D'Lo was fantastic. Now we just need him to consistently bring it up. Lakers are 5. I love it. Our defense was worse than his offense. Shaking my head. We got to hustle next game. Russ is going to be a dog on the boards. Yeah, and he's going to have motivation for sure. Insert Wood for Reeves and have a bigger, more balanced team. Yeah, I don't mind it for right now. Reeves will be fine. I think Reeves will be fine too. Reeves will bounce back. As soon as he has that, I fully believe once he has that game where he kind of gets his bearings and gets things going, I think you'll see Reeves get back to being Reeves. We got to stop taking Braun and AD out at the same time. We are deep enough, kind of stagger their minutes. Darvingham has. Like, we've had LeBron, whenever AD's not in the game, LeBron is in the game. Like, have we even had a minute this year where LeBron and AD have both been on the bench together? I can't think of one off the top of my head because literally, like, AD, like, they take LeBron out first. AD plays the bulk, and then they'll put other guys in, and then, or if they do, it's just, I'm sure that they have sat LeBron and AD for minimal minutes, a little over exaggeration, but it hasn't been very frequent. They haven't been playing a bunch of minutes together, not together. This was another ugly game, but it was also another ugly win. We'll take it all day long. D'Lo with the clutch free throws, yeah, clutch shots. Period. Eric can get better, but he can do that off the bench. Thank you. Exactly. I think he got to move him to the bench. My opinion. Those players he's starting or not, he'll perform the same. In my opinion, I agree, and I just think he rounds out the bench unit better. Let's see. Had to turn the game off as them playing with trigger anxiety, and I've been having a bit too much going on right now. I feel it. Believe me, I feel it. When LeBron had a breakaway foul called, he pretended to slap hands with teammates after the first free throw. Yeah, it's usually a thing. Let's try Max bench game. They're, like I said, they're running Max because of his Cam because of his defense. Rui didn't play. I wonder if he would had impacted the game enough to give us a more convincing win. I'm sure he would have, just because his size, and especially if that shooting carried over from last game, I think it would have helped. Just auditioning for a Lakers job, I would love it. Cam is playing with zero confidence. On the offensive side, yeah, but defensively, that's what he's for. Cam is a new Troy Brown. If we can trade for KCP without giving up too much, change stuff, but I don't know, streaky and inconsistent like Kuzma. KCP, Denver's not going to trade KCP. And even if they did, they're not going to trade him to us. We got to start Wood next game. That matchup with the Clippers, we better put Wood and AD on Zoo and Kawhi, Prince on PG, D'Lo guards Russ, Bron helping off Covington. Great. I like it. Is Hachimura playing on Wednesday? Heard he has in second. Yeah. No word yet. And we likely won't know until the day of. So it'll be a little while. AD hasn't had bad games since Nuggets game. That's good. And maybe Jokic tired him out. I'm sure there's a little bit of that. Everyone wants Wood to start. That will be great for the rebounding and offense. But on the flip side, it would cripple us defensively if we start D'Lo, Reeves, LeBron, AD, and Wood. That's a poor perimeter defense. I agree, but I just think that right now that's the best option until Vando gets back. That's why I said, like, play Wood until Vando comes back. Because I think Wood helps in a lot of areas, and he's not bad. He's pretty solid on the defending the perimeter. I'm starting D'Lo, might turning into Derek White, more defense, maybe a bit less offense, but making winning plays. I'm totally okay with that. If he can be better, if he can be great defensively and give us 15 instead of 20, I'm okay with it. We'll be back Wednesday, I believe. He ain't missing out on this one yet. Lakers are building stamina. Give it some time. Lakers midseason will be completely different and dominate. I agree 100%. Like I said it off. The more we play, the better we will get. Because we'll start figuring stuff out, hashing things out. Book and Beal out tomorrow. That Suns team not good yet. I'm telling you, if they end up missing too much time, Suns might be in trouble. Better safe than sorry with Vander right now. Need him healthy. Agree. I hope D'Lo becomes a Draymond type of player because that defense combined with a bit of playmaking would make him deadly. That would be fantastic. Uh, Good win, but the Lakers got a long way to go. Absolutely. But it's only the fourth game of the season, so Suns team I'm not sold on because KD and Beal injury prone and their depth isn't great yet. I'm not super sold on them. And the Suns picked up Beal, it wouldn't be sustainable. I thought their legs would be dead in the fourth and miss long jumpers, but they come through in the end. Yeah, it was beautiful. Beautiful. You keep saying, what does Max fix? Well, I'll rebuttal that with we never know unless we try. I think the disappointment with Ham not playing Max is we'll never know unless we try. I mean, again, but you could say that about, Jalen. Oh, Jalen Hurts hurt. But you could say that with, like, Maxwell Lewis. I mean, you could say that with anybody. I mean, the fact is we need the guys to pick it up, right? Like, yeah, get like Christie. The hope is he takes that stride, he takes that step. And look, I am a huge Max Christie guy. I'm on the record saying that I think he will be a star one day, or that he'll be close to a star. But again, we're going with Cam Reddish solely for the defense, right? Like I've seen Michael, talk a lot about, and I'll get to your question in a second. But I've seen Michael talk a lot about, like, Reddish not scoring, he's not being aggressive, that because it's not what they're at. They don't want him to do that. He's not a great shooter. He hasn't been. But his size, his length, his versatility, his foot speed, like everything on the defensive side. Max Christie's not going to give you the defense. He's great. He's good defensively, don't get me wrong. But he doesn't have that size, that quickness, that versatility. We don't have Jared Vanderbilt. So how do you supplement that? Use a guy like Cam Reddish. Max Christie, I believe will play. Once we get Vando back, I think Max Christie will play over Cam Reddish because now you don't need Cam Reddish. Now you can get away with that balance of Max Christie's defense on guards, and then also hopefully he's knocking down the three-point shot, and he's a better shooter than Cam Reddish. Like, I understand the frustration wanting to see Max Christie play, but right now, without Jared Vanderbilt, we need Cam Reddish for those defensive assignments. He was great on Jamal Murray. He was great on Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant just was being Kevin Durant. I mean, Cam Reddish was doing everything he could. He was being physical, putting his hand in his face, playing great defense without fouling, everything. Kevin Durant was just hitting shots. Cam Reddish has been great on the defensive side. We just don't have Vando. Look out for the Lakers. Yeah, I agree. Max's young legs, these guys seem to lack energy. Yeah, but I mean, you're not starting Max Christie, and like the lack of energy is starting games, or it has been. Today was a little better to start the game, but then it was terrible the rest. Let's hope they can build some steam with this one. I'm hoping we can start rattling off a win streak here, because our schedule doesn't get any easier. Can they let Max get some playing time with South Bay? Sad to see him just sitting there. I mean, they can, but I mean, you still want him in case you need him. I like to say Demoy Hodge for 3 minutes, but not in garbage time. Reddish and only a Vando placeholder. He wants to be in the rotation for that long. Exactly. So my point is that it's literally all he is. It's just the Vando placeholder because he has the size, the speed, the versatility, the athleticism. He can defend point guards. He can defend 1 through 4. Max Christie can't. Watch Westbrook learn to shoot against the Lakers. Oh, of course, it's the Lakers. They take them both out at the end of the first. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm sure that there's some minutes with it. I was being a little over dramatic there, but again, you're talking like 2 minutes. Westbrook has been solid this year. Just lost his confidence in his jumper. He's back to Wizards Russ. Not gonna lie. He has. I mean, he had his most efficient stretch of his career with the Clippers after he left the Lakers last year. So hopefully D'Lo plays like this against the Clippers. I agree. We need it. Westbrook should have gave us a $3 million contract like he did the Clippers. Russ would have been great with this team. I mean, granted, guys aren't hitting shots right now, so maybe not right this second, But the idea of this roster would have been like if Russ was off the bench, like if we could swap Russell Westbrook with Gabe Vincent, I think Russ would be dominant because we're running the 5 wide, which opens up the lane. You see how LeBron's just able to get to the rim at will. D'Lo, everybody's just kind of getting to the rim at will because we actually have shooters now. Again, they're not really hitting shots, but if they did start hitting shots, Russ would be just perfect for this team because no one's going to stop him one-on-one. And then if you collapse, then he can just kick out to open shooters. And then he'd also have a great lob threat and roll man in Jackson Hayes. Like, this team is built for us. Avery's come off the bench and stuff. Oh, I mean, Prince is starting, but yeah. We need Big Lee to throw in the young guys. They ain't going to beat grown men all day long. Yeah. That was a tough win, but a win is a win. Agreed. It was tough. Not the way you want to win, but I'll take it. Tyler, you really look like Nick Nurse 20 years younger, maybe. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'll take it. Is it because we're both white and wear glasses? Is that what it is? I'm just teasing it. Orlando is pretty impressive for such a young team. They play hellacious defense. So I've talked about this on numerous occasions. Every year, the last like 2 or 3 years, Orlando has been the best team in the league on both sides of the basketball, defensively and offensively, for like a month stretch. They just can't put it together for a full season. If they could finally put those stretches together, like every year, it's like they have a 10-game stretch where they are elite, and then they just can't sustain it. If they could finally sustain it this year, Orlando would be tough. I don't think they're a contender, but I think that I wouldn't be surprised if they could surprise the team or two because they have everything. They have the size, they have the balance, they have the versatility, they have great guard play. I mean, it's just putting it all together. AR is in reheating mode right now. He had a slump at the beginning of last season too. Yeah, he'll be fine. Like I said, he'll get that one game and we'll be good. Questions. Final score, Lakers versus Clippers, and who scores the most points on our Lakers? I mean, most points, probably LeBron or AD is my bet. But if we remove those two, probably D'Lo. I'd love for it to be Austin Reeves, but my guess is it's probably D'Lo. And then final score, I'm gonna say 118 to 121 Lakers. 118 to 121 Lakers. I think the Lakers win a Titan. I think it goes down the stretch. Was that the score of this game? What was the score of this game? Is it gonna go identical to this one? What was this one? Oh, this was only 106. 106, 103. Yeah. I think it's a high scoring game, and I think Lakers squeeze it out. Off topic, but LeBron, we still need him, not necessarily because he's in his prime, where he gives 40 every night, lockdown defense, but his leadership, where he shows needs to be done. Yeah, I mean, LeBron is still incredible. I don't care if Russ was on the bench or not; he's still a locker room cancer. Westbrook with this team we have now will be amazing to watch. He would be fantastic with this roster. Fantastic with this roster. Again, guys would have to hit shots, but if we insert Wood into the starting lineup, who are we taking out? Austin. If we do that, where they guard the elite wings and guards Torian, I'm talking about the PGs, Bookers, Currys, Dames, Murrays, etc. No, I get it. Like, I mean, you're probably running Prince with that. That's why I said just run Wood until Vanderbilt comes back, because Vanderbilt should be back in a couple games. So you just go with the size, right? Like, yeah, we give up some stuff, but also we have advantages in some areas to where if we use that, plus Wood has shown that he can defend out on the perimeter. But so we play the Clippers, for example. Like, let Wood use his size and his length on Kawhi Leonard. Again, you're not going to stop Kawhi. Kawhi's going to go off, but it's use his length to hopefully disrupt them and make things difficult. You put Prince on Paul George. You have who else are they going with? Covington. So you have AD on Zoo. I don't know why I blanked on that for a second. on Zoo, and then D'Lo kind of fronts Russ, plays some drop coverage on Russ, and then um, LeBron kind of floats and keeps an eye on Covington. It's kind of how I would approach it. Tyler, podcaster of the game. Thanks for the broadcast. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And I appreciate everyone hanging out. Seriously. You guys are awesome. Once Rui and Wood find their stroke, the second unit is going to be super scary. Agreed. I didn't understand not running something for Harris Jr. I didn't understand that either. I'm glad they didn't either, but like that made the guy didn't miss a shot the entire game. And you don't at least put him on the court as a decoy, right? Have him on the court to where he's running off to just distract the defense, and then get it to somebody else if you don't want him to take the shot. But I mean, feed the hot hand. Got to give Christie some more minutes. Or some minutes. I see the refs improved 4-0 on the campaign. Another strong season ahead for the rest. I've been a ref fan for 30 years, and this is strong influence on the league as ever. Lakers, no matter how ideal the roster is, bright lights might be too much for us. I don't think it's that. I just think he was asked to play a role that he can't play. Like, I just think he was asked to do stuff that he can't do. It's not his game. Gabe Vincent going to bounce back. Watch. I believe him. I believe him. Looking to make some money. I'm always looking to make some money. Hey, if you want to throw a super chat, I'm more than welcome. I don't really promote it or, advertise it because I'm not really in it for the super chats. Obviously, I love it. Obviously, it helps. Obviously, I'm very thankful. Got one earlier today, but it's not something that I like. Hey, give me super chats or stuff. But if you want to throw me a super chat, I'm very thankful and I would appreciate it. But don't feel like you have to. So wait, hold on. The Magic magically got 0 free throws the entire fourth quarter, despite being in the bonus for 8 minutes. But hey, every time the Lakers got to the cup, it's a whistle. About time. Usually it's the opposite. AD is a true center, but he must have minutes at the power forward too. I don't mind him at the power forward at times, but you need him at center. They didn't attack the basket. They were a jump shooter tonight, but he didn't watch the game. Just kidding. Good game. All right, he's just playing. He's just playing, everybody. Don't attack him. Appreciate you, Dan. We could have afforded to have this be another letdown trap game. Yeah, we definitely could have. We needed to get this win. They just kept shooting. Yeah. The moment AR gets 20 points, he's going to go on a run for the season. Look, like I said, as soon as he has that bounce back game, I think he'll be fine the rest of them. Drop a like. Yes, that's right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Dark. Yes, take a second, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed and you're hanging out here, hit that subscribe button. Seriously, I'd greatly appreciate it. Reeves was visibly upset when being taken out in crunch time. Yeah, but got to play better, Same thing happened to D'Lo. Same thing happens to everybody. You're not playing. You're not performing. I can't close with you. Who do you have Ham starting this Wednesday? If I had to guess, Darvin Ham will probably go with the same starters. Keep that consistency. But I think you need to take out Reeves. Go with Reddish. You could make an argument with Rui. I just don't think Rui is going to be able to guard Kawhi. I'm not saying that Wood is going to lock down Kawhi or anything, but I think at least his length, would be something that would disrupt a bit. So that's kind of my thoughts. I have a question for you. Do you think the Clippers are better than us this year? What do you think? That's going to be a very hard one. I do not think the Clippers are better than us. I think the Lakers are a top 3 team once they figure it out. Top 3 team in the West once they figure it out. I think Denver, Suns, and Lakers, although I'm still kind of on the fence with the Suns, but in theory, they should, once healthy, should be one of the better teams. I don't think the Clippers are as good as us, but they have our number. That is undoubtable. And sometimes teams just have your number. All sports. Look at the Eagles with the Washington Redskins or Washington Commanders now, right? Whatever. Like every time they play, it looks like the Eagles are going to win, no matter how good. They can win 10 straight championships, and Washington could be 0-10, and they play the Eagles, and they're going to blow them. Like it's just sometimes teams just have your number. Sometimes teams, for whatever reason, it just plays out that way. It's weird, but yeah, it's just how sports work sometimes. Good night, everyone. Sub to As It Stands Lakers and drop a like, comment, and say what you think. Yes, thank you so much, and have a good night. Have a wonderful night. Appreciate you, Dark. Hell yeah, appreciate you. Actually, you want players to be upset. It means they care. Exactly. I'm sure. I don't think he's upset because he got taken out. I think he's upset in himself because he knows why he got taken out. Is this Clipper game a must-win or too early? Yes and no. I don't think it's a must-win in the sense of like if we lose, Lakers are in trouble. But I do think it's a must-win in the sense of like it would be great to change the narrative, one, and two, to kind of build confidence, go on an early win streak, get over 500 early. So I think it's a must-win, but I don't think it's like a must-win, right? If you get what I'm saying. But I do think it is important for just like the noise, if that makes sense. Because if the Lakers lose again to the Clippers, all of the noise is going to be like, oh, well, there you go. There's 12 in a row. Blah, blah, blah. Like, and it's just rather than like, oh, is this the Lakers flipping the switch? You know, and as much as we want to say like, oh, like don't listen to the noise. They're young kids. Like a lot, like our average age is 26. They're on social media. They're listening to the noise. They're hearing all the stuff. Like, so it'd be nice to kind of have that narrative flip and just to build confidence. But I don't think it's like, if we lose this, we're in trouble. Is Rui available for Wednesday, guys? No word yet. We probably won't know till the game. What do you think about a starting five of Bron, D'Lo, Vando, Wood, and AD? I don't mind it, but our issue is perimeter defense more than interior. AD's pretty good at cleaning stuff up. Like, I don't hate that, like, at all. But I just think if you go with Prince, gives you some more size, gives you, a guy that can basically switch 1 through 4. You can get more switches rather than, like, having to constantly fight over screens as frequent, which wears guys down and stuff. Like, I like the idea of Prince, like D'Lo, Prince, LeBron, Vando, and AD, because also you can have LeBron kind of run the point guard when D'Lo doesn't. D'Lo's such a good shooter. You still have the shooter Torian Prince. Vando, hopefully he's improved. But I don't hate that. Like if Darvin Ham went with that, I'm totally fine with that. Let's get it. I feel like we need to go big at the 5 and 4 with AD and Wood starting to control Zoo and George inside. I wouldn't hate that at all. I kind of do too over Austin until he kind of gets back. I think Vanderbilt return will allow the team to establish defensive identity. Right now, we look lost on defense. Agreed. I mean, look at last year. Lakers went from like middle defense to best defense in the league as soon as we got, literally as soon as we got Jared Vanderbilt. It's because he covers so much ground. Like the guy just, like Anthony Davis is elite defensively because he doesn't just defend, he covers the entire court. So does Jared Vanderbilt, right? Like that's the other thing too. So it's those kind of things are important. But Quentin coming in out with the $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Seriously, I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you, Quentin. I do. Thank you very much. This is the problem with our offense. LeBron James the reading's hard. LeBron James shouldn't be doing the pick and roll with AD. It should be Wood. Pick your poison. LeBron James rolls to the rim, or Wood for the 3, or AD for the lob from LeBron James. LeBron James for the drive and AD for the putback. Yeah, so like I would like to see. So again, Quentin, thank you so much. Seriously. But secondly, yeah, like they run that a lot with like D'Lo's really good at establishing the pick and roll. He's been really good with Jackson Hayes in the pick and roll, which is why I would like to see Darvin Ham play D'Lo and Hayes together a little more. But you'll see it a lot. Like D'Lo will have the ball and it'll like come off a screen from AD. AD will roll, and when AD rolls, Christian Wood will kind of pop out, or he'll already be out, and that's the idea. What you're talking about, but they run it more with D'Lo than they do with LeBron. Where also I think it's the way D'Lo just operates as the point guard, right? He's always look like when he comes off of that screen, he's always looking for the roll man and then keeping an eye on the corner. Where LeBron likes to make the decision like in the moment rather than, if that makes sense, like rather than ahead. Where D'Lo's like, okay, this guy's gonna come pick me up. Okay, I'm gonna roll. If he's rolling and he's open, then I got the pass, I got the bounce pass. I'm gonna look for the big man rolling. If not, then I know I have a shooter available, which is Wood or Prince or whomever. Where LeBron kind of comes off of that screen and then will kind of pause and then make his decision. Am I just going to attack to the rim, or am I going to kind of bounce pass it to AD or bounce pass it to Hayes or wherever? Where like LeBron's almost overthinking, like he's being more methodical about it than D'Lo, where D'Lo's just doing it out of habit. That makes sense. Like again, watch the two of them when they run those sets, right? Like you see Wood almost kind of be like an afterthought because LeBron likes to kick out to the corner, and usually Wood is either, 15 feet out on the perimeter, or he's at 3-point line, and usually it's like Prince or D'Lo or somebody that's in the corner, or Vando when Vando's in the game. So LeBron he's almost like, I guess, 2-dimensional in that, or I guess 3-dimensional because he drives the basket in that regard, where D'Lo is kind of like, okay, I have the roll man. If I can hit him, I'm going to hit him. Otherwise, I know I have Wood behind me. I know I have the corner shooter. And LeBron's looking at it more as like, okay, I drive, the corner's going to be wide open because the guy's going to collapse, right? So he knows the corner is always going to be open. The corner is also a closer three. So again, it's more methodical with LeBron rather than D'Lo's kind of just more doing what he's done repeatedly over and over and over again. It's more habit for there we go. That's probably better. More habit for D'Lo. LeBron is kind of breaking it down to a science. I hope that better understand. I felt like I didn't explain that as straightforward as I had in my head, but I hope that gave you a better understanding. But again, Quentin, thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much for the super chat. I greatly appreciate that. How about AD, D'Lo, Vando on the wings with Wood, Braun down low? Problem is, you don't really like AD can switch and defend out on the perimeter, but you don't want him doing that often, right? Like if he ends up having a switch where he gets put on an island, then he can defend that, but you don't want him doing that regularly. That's where the problem lies. Without Vando, as the roster currently constructed, we're going to be cooked by the elite guards and wings on the offense. Torian, D'Lo, Reeves, and LeBron are not defensive stoppers. No elite defenders, but AD. Yes. Yes. Oh. We're not playing AD, Wood, and Vando together. Yeah, which I don't think we are either. I don't think we will either. AD, Vando, D'Lo forcing touches, threes with Wood and Braun down low might be a thing. I can't wait for Vando to test. I mean, I'm sure they'll test stuff with Vando once he gets back. Yes, that was very kind. I really do appreciate it. I think AR should be on the second unit. The second unit needs a reliable scorer, which Reeves can be, but also someone who moves the ball effectively. We don't get that from Gabe. We do from Reeves. So I made a couple of videos diving into like why I think, or not a couple of videos, a video diving into why I think AR needs to come off the bench. Because one, his chemistry with Rui. Two, Gabe Vincent isn't a good playmaker. He can, drive and kick. Like Dennis Schroeder wasn't a great playmaker. Dennis Schroeder was mostly drive and kick, get to the back. Like that's kind of what Gabe Vincent is. Also not a great playmaker, but he can do a couple things. He's more off the ball. He's more of a George Hill, a Mario Chalmers, a Norris Cole, like guys like that. Avery Bradley, like those kind of guards have always had success next to LeBron James. So the problem is that you almost always have to keep Reeves or D'Lo on the court or LeBron, but you want to get LeBron rest. So then you're like trailing D'Lo and Reeves, where you don't have to make it that difficult. Just move Reeves to the bench. Now he has Rui and Wood, because again, I would start Prince. So now you have a bench of Vincent, Reeves, Rui, Wood, and Hayes. You have everything you need. You have the pick and roll threat in Jackson Hayes. You have, two pick and pop threats and Rui. You got just an offensive threat period with Rui, an offensive threat period with Wood. Austin Reeves can actually play point guard and be on the ball, which he wants. The Lakers want to give him that opportunity more. And then once his offense is going, like, how do you stop that? Like, that bench unit could probably beat some starting units in the league. Right? Like, that's a great, just 10 deep, right? We have to remember that the Lakers are not playing well, and see him coaching at times has been questionable. We're still 2-2 start the season. It's very tough. Wild Western Conference. I mean, yeah, it's going to be tough. Long season. I don't know why Ham is doing more pick and roll with Wood. Agree with Quentin. Yeah. I really want Cam to work, but he just ain't doing it. 80 guards in direct the paint and doesn't have the lateral quickness to defend the elite guards, and Wayne's outside of the paint on the perimeter. Must have at times. Plus, you would wear him out. Exactly. Again, he can, if he's happens to get switched and has no choice, yes, he can hold his own. We've seen him do it to Steph, we've seen him do it, but on a regular basis, you don't want that. I'm not worried, but we can't be having these type of wins. Our team is too good to be missing as many shots and not getting enough rebounds. We should have blown these guys out. I agree. Cam's defense is definitely there, but those shots, shooting wise, it's rough. But I mean, you're probably living with that with Vando too. So, can you explain the NBA tournament? I don't get that really much. And how many games do we need so we can fire Darvin? They're not firing Darvin now. Get comfortable with him. He just signed a contract. They're not gonna. I think they're still paying Vogel. Like, get comfy with Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham will at least be here for another 2-3 years. So basically, like, the in-season tournament is broken into groups. I don't know if you're familiar with soccer, but you have like the groups, the stages, or even like FIBA, like, you have like the different groups, things like that. So basically, they're broken down into groups. I don't remember who's all in the Lakers group. I know it's like the Phoenix Suns. I think it's like the Utah Jazz and somebody else. But basically, all the teams are broken into groups. They play regular season games, but a section of those games are games that count towards the in-season tournament. And so they each play each other once, I believe. And then whoever has the best record between all of those games ends up advancing to the next round. And then the only games that don't count are the championship game. I think it's the semifinals, but I know it's the championship game for sure. So it's basically just like a mid-season. It's like almost like, how the NCAA has like little tournaments, like little off-branch tournaments. That's basically what this is. Hopefully Vandal worked on his corner three this offseason. He worked on it like a madman. There are tons of videos, everything about it. Opens up immensely if he can knock it down. Yep. When Wood was out there, with no Braun and D'Lo, they looked off. Gabe can't really facilitate. Yeah, he's not the playmaker. I actually think AR best pairs with Braun. He just pairs with Braun. He just needs to get his legs, and he's a little tired. Played a lot of basketball and didn't get much time off. He does. He plays excellent with LeBron. But like, even if you bring him off the bench, doesn't mean he can't play with LeBron. It's just he kind of like, he gets to come in, and then like when LeBron comes in for the second wave, then there you go, that kind of thing. breaking news: James Harden is the Clippers. Did James Harden just get traded to the Clippers? I haven't gotten any notification about that. Are you just like making a joke, or did that really just happen? Um, that would happen like right before the Lakers play play them, right? It's how it goes, right? Okay, you're just making a joke or something. All right. Um, we were supposed to blow them out, really, just because the type of team we have wasn't supposed to barely win that. You got to remember, they're coming off a back-to-back in which they played in overtime, and you're playing a young team. Did he really? Did he really just get traded to the Clippers? Oh, no way. It's real? Oh, snap. Why didn't I get a notification? One of my phones just died. Woj reported it. Let's see. Let's do this in real time. James Harden. Let's see. Let's see. Of course, this happened like right before. Um, I don't see anything. I just Googled it. Shoot, my phone died, so I can't pull it up on my phone. James Harden Clippers. I'm trying to confirm chat woes. They're trolling. I don't see anything. Yeah, he's a Clip. Harden's still a Sixer. I like nothing's coming up. Like I said, my phone's dead, so I can't check Twitter. You sure it's not like some fake account? Because wouldn't that be immediately on? Like I literally am on Google and nothing's popping up. Like there's no news. Um, go to his Twitter. Um, I just bring up a bunch of like old tweets. It's true. Just turning. Hey, what's going on? He's a Clipper. Oh, I mean, I believe it. I don't doubt it. But like I said, my phone died, so I can't check it. East Coast got the news first. LOL. Clippers talks failed to move. No, Tyler the trade went down. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to check it out. Well, then that's what I'm gonna go do right now. I'm gonna end the stream because that's news to talk about. Maybe I'll make a video, like a late night video. If not, I'll talk about it tomorrow. And because we play the Clippers next, so I'll kind of break that down. And I know L phone, yeah, my phone literally died. Clippers going home in the second round. He's going to be in LA. What was the trade? What was the trade? And I want to plug my phone. Where's my trade? Anna, stay there. Don't go nowhere. All right. James Harden just got traded to the Clippers. Oh no, James Harden. Yeah, it's crazy. Can you consider doing call-ins during the streams? I've thought about it. No details. Yeah, I don't. So there's no details yet. And the details haven't been confirmed. Okay, I'm gonna go find that out. It's on the Twitter feed. Yeah, I just plugged my phone in, so I'm gonna go check it out. Call-ins, I've thought about it, but the problem is like it's just me, and you have to screen that. Like I know like Lakers Nation, I know does like call-ins and stuff, but they have a whole team, so they have people like screening those calls and doing all kinds of stuff. Like it's just me, so like I can't like be on the stream and screen calls and do all this stuff. So it makes it impossible. And the problem is that like if somebody says something dumb enough, which there are a lot of dumb people in the world, so if somebody says something dumb enough, it could like YouTube could cancel my channel, right? Or I have to deal with the backlash because I'm responsible for whatever happens. I'm responsible for whatever on. But that's the problem. Like Elmer said, like call in would be cool, but imagine all the trolls. That's the problem. Is like I'd literally have to like pay somebody or do something like that to like funnel. And I'm not there yet. I don't make enough money to pay somebody to like or put a team together and stuff, right? Like, I'm not there. One day, hopefully I would love it, but I'm just not there yet. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I would love to at some point. Maybe some point I will. I've even thought about like even doing like channel memberships, right? Like and like maybe bringing people on that are channel members, because then like at least there's like a pay threshold. But like even then, like I'd have to make it like worth it, right? Because like YouTube takes such a big cut. Like, that's why I don't have a channel membership, right? Because again, like somebody like Lakers Nation, you could do like 3 minutes or $3 or whatever or I think I don't know what theirs is. I'm just guessing. I'm sure that they have like a $4 threshold, something like that's what most people have. Like they can get away with it because like, they probably have 10,000 people that a month that are paying that $3. Me, if I did like memberships, then I probably, if I'm lucky, I'll get like 10 people. So like I'm making like $10 a month to like have to manage that. It's just not worth the time. But like, so like the other thing I thought of is like making the threshold, like the buy-in, like $10 or something like that, to where at least I get like $6, or whatever. And then it's like, okay, now it's like $60. But even then it's just, I'd have to get like a couple hundred people for me to like actually make it worth it in the time, because otherwise I could just post a video and make, the money that I'd make in a month with that. That makes sense. Again, not trying to like talk too much about the ins and outs, but just trying to be transparent. I do not have a Discord. A lot of people have asked me about that and want me to have one. I just don't have the time to manage it. And Discord can get pretty crazy, right? With like just the nonsense and the noise. Like I said, I'm not there. Once I get there, I get to the point, I want to do all that stuff. I want to have memberships. I want to have Discord. I want to be able to like have stuff. But right now it's just me. And until I get there, I'm gonna have to kind of ride this out. But anyway, I appreciate the advice, and believe me, it's definitely something I've thought about. Real quick, I'll answer this question, and then I'm gonna get out of here. I want to go look in that Harden news. Do you think of Rui and Reeves don't perform by the trade deadline? Do you think Lakers panic and trade for another star? I think the Lakers, if a star that makes sense becomes available, I think the Lakers trade for him regardless. Like if Kyrie becomes available, the Lakers are going to go trade for Kyrie. I don't think that they'll trade Reeves though. I think they'll trade D'Lo and Rui personally. I'm watching Sports Center. No breaking news on James Harden got traded. Hey Tyler, one more thing. I'm thinking me and the fans might vouch for you to show up on Trevor Lane's Lakers Nation. Hey, I've said it before. I'm not going to invite myself. I've had a lot of people ask. Like I always say, go and let them know. Let Trevor know, because I don't even know if he knows. I don't even know if he knows that like I even exist, But like I'm not gonna be like hit him up in the DMs like, hey Trevor, why don't you let me come on your show? Like I just if he wants me on the show, it's just respecting, just like you don't invite yourself into somebody else's house, right? Like, hey, I'm coming over on Wednesday. I mean, if it's like your best friend, then sure, right? Like my boys will be like, hey, I'm coming over tomorrow. Like, all right, like, but I don't know him. Seems like a good guy. I would love to work with him. But yeah, I mean, if you want to throw it out to him, if enough people tell him and he wants to invite me on, I'd be more than happy to do it. I'd love to do it. It'd be awesome. Do you think the Clippers are going to be a scary team now because of James Harden? I do not. So I've said this. I also have another channel, As It Stands Sports, where I talk like other teams. I covered like all of the James Harden BS, which is why I'm probably going to end here and go make a video for that. I'm going to try to just like hurry one up. I don't know how well it's going to be edited, but I'm just going to post. I might even just post it with me, just like a reaction. But I don't. I think that's going to be very interesting. Um, I think for the regular season it does because you're probably going to have Kawhi Leonard and Paul George miss a bunch of time. I don't think it makes them more of a contender than they already are. That's just me. Well, Tyler, whatever it is you do, we're behind it. Well, thank you, Elmer. Seriously, I'm very, very, very thankful. Like I said, I do want to expand at some point. I do want to do stuff like even merch. Like I want to do a merch line at some point, but I want it to be like its own thing. I gotta like because I don't want to do like Lakers stuff because it's like you can buy Lakers stuff anywhere. And how many people want to wear a shirt that says "As It Stands Lakers"? So like I want it to be something. I want it to be something that like even if you saw it, it's like, oh, that's cool. Like I would rock that and you'd have no idea it was related to me or anything. Like there's a lot that I want to do to like start expanding, but I gotta grow, working my way, just grinding every day. But I appreciate the support from everybody. I mean, it's amazing what I've been able to do in a short time, and it's because of you guys, seriously. Wasn't Dan the Laker fan on there? Yeah, on Lakers Nation, I believe so. I'm not entirely sure. But I think he's been on there a couple times. Like I said, I'm more than happy to go on. So I mean, if you guys want to campaign to get me on, I'd greatly appreciate it. I mean, it would be good for the channel, right? Because I'd be in front of like thousands of Laker fans, that watch that regularly. So it'd be good for the channel, and it'd just be fun to have a conversation and just hear their perspectives and kind of have a back and forth. And I would absolutely love it, but again, it's up to him. I'm not gonna invite myself. Clippers got worse, to be honest. I kind of feel that way too. Harden, I think they got better for the regular season, but I don't know about the playoffs. Harden is old now. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. You will be A1 on Lakers Nation podcast. Your basketball IQ is top notch. Plus, you're very detailed and dedicated. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Like I said, I would love it. I am with it. All right, last question. I'm gonna get on out of here. Go look into that James Harden stuff. But where he gonna start? He might have to come off the bench. Now they'll bring Russ off the bench, or if they don't bring Russ off the bench, then they'll play him at the 2 and kind of like try to. I think they'll try to play all of them starting. I think they'll go Russ, Harden, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Zoo. Kind of see if they can kind of replicate the Rockets thing. And then if that doesn't work, they'll bring Russ off the bench. But anyway, again, thank you all so very much. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button on the way out. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to go check this James Harden stuff out and then try to get a video up on As It Stands Sports, kind of talk about that real quick. So go check that video out after I post it. Probably be about 30 minutes or so. You guys are awesome. You ride for Purple Gold and student of the game. Thank you. Thank you so much, Free Max. But like I said, I appreciate you guys. But yeah, I will see you when is our next game? Thursday? Wednesday? So Wednesday or Thursday? Whenever our next game is, I'll see you guys. See you guys.